great, lively audience we've got here in New York. And welcome to Huckabee from the Fox News studios in New York City. This past week has seen Washington, D.C. at its most disgraceful, disgusting, and dysfunctional worst. The president continues to attempt to sell his wrecked used car called Obamacare, and he thinks that Americans are dumb enough to be more likely to buy it if he throws in an AM radio on this clunker whose engine won't start and which has no tires. And Senate Democrats brazenly invoked a power grab that they railed against as un-American when Republicans were in charge of the Senate. They truly have no shame, or at least no memory or concern that their hypocrisy and duplicity might have violated 200 years of Senate tradition and rules. Like most Americans, I'm just fed up with the total disconnect that the political class in Washington has with the working class of the rest of America. D.C. makes the Toronto mayor look perfectly normal. Contrast that with what I saw while serving as one of the MCs Friday night in Nashville at the tribute to George Jones, where rabid fans of the Possum filled every seat in Bridgestone Arena, and they paid tribute to the country music legend for his ultimate no-show concert. Well, he may not have shown up, but his loyal followers did, as did the royalty of the music world. The greatest artists on the planet took to the stage, over 100 of them, and in 4 unbroken hours played the songs of a man whose voice was the musical equivalent of the echo of the ups and downs of the American population. People might think country music means music of the rural world, but the popularity of country music, even in urban areas, reveals that it's simply the music of our country. It's the authentic storytelling of our lives, the good, the bad, and the broken. But country is the music of real people who face the tough moments of life, fight with all they have, and still survive. Backstage at the event was kind of like a family reunion of country stars and songwriters, producers, and musicians. And as I listened to the music and saw the camaraderie of those who made the music and observed the approval of those who had made sacrifices to pay for the tickets to be in the seats, it occurred to me that fixing Washington probably isn't going to happen. They don't want it fixed. They live apart from us, exempting themselves from the rules that crush the rest of us. Their economy never stutters or sputters because they just print more money for themselves and choke it out of us. So I've decided the solution isn't to reform Washington, it's to abandon it. Tell the entire government they're fired, and let's move the new government of the people, by the people, and for the people to where the people gather to act like responsible adults. Here's my suggestion. Let's make Nashville the capital. I mean, after all, it's in the center of the country. It's easier to get to, and it's an amazingly hospitable place. And by the way, it has never been a place that has depended upon government to save them. When they had a devastating flood in 2010 that all but baptized the entire city, the people of Nashville helped each other. They didn't wait on the government to save them. Like neighbors helping neighbors rebuild the barn, the people of Nashville acted like Americans, responsible, resourceful, and resilient. America needs a recovery, and it's increasingly obvious that the only recovery in Washington is recovering some lies and deception. So to heck with Washington. Let's start over. We can do better, and we'll make Nashville the new capital city. I mean, we started with a George Washington. Let's start over with the spirit of another George Jones. I'm pretty sure that we will govern better. And you know what? I know this. The music will be incredible.